Namaste, and welcome to the Ganesh Vinyasa flow. To start with, I'd like to invite you to cup your hands, turn them, and then just place them together. And this is known as the Ganesha Mudra. Mudra. Ganesh Mudra. And just taking a deep breath, I invite you to think of something in your life that may need to be worked out, like a challenge. And just extend that challenge out to the universe to know that it will be resolved in the best way that is most beneficial for you. So you're welcome to word that in whichever way you like. And I'd like to invite you to begin your practice by starting off in 4 cat and cows. So unhooking your Ganesh Mudra, coming onto all fours. So we're going to start with 4 cat and cows. So knees are apart, palms are flat on your mat. Avoid cupcake fingers. Exhale as you round your back. Inhale as you open your chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, opening the chest. Matching the breath with each movement. Plus releasing tension from your lower back. And we're going to come into a standing position. So bringing your right leg forward, bring your left leg forward, keeping your knees bent. I'd like to invite you to slowly unroll vertebrae by vertebrae so that your head and your neck are last to come up. Keeping your knees bent takes pressure off your lower back. And then once you're in a standing position, inhale, exhale as you bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart, prayer position. Inhale, sweep your arms up to Tadasana Mountain. Exhale, fold forward into a full forward fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to full forward fold. And on your next inhale, take the right leg back, left leg back, coming into plank. So plank is with the body straight. And then exhale, lower down to knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra, keeping the navel on the mat, lower back safe. And then on your next exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right leg forward, warrior 2. Turn your left foot flat, circle your arms, sink into your hips, bend your knees. And from Virabhadasana, I'm going to invite you to transition into low lunges. So bring your hands on your hip, angle your right and your left toes so that they are at the corner of your mat. And we're going to start with high lunges just to keep the practice safe. And if you feel up to going into a low lunge, you're welcome to do that. Just a few lunges just to get the body flowing. Feel the mechanics. And then we're going to come into a full goddess pose. So knees are at a right angle, over your ankles, sinking. You might feel a little bit of a burn on your thighs. If you want to bring your palms into prayer position in front of your heart center, you're welcome to do that. Or open into cactus arms and then do the twisted version of the goddess pose, Malasana. Do the twisted version of Devyasana, which is what this pose translates into. And then straightening your legs, come back into your warrior two. And then I'm going to invite you to rotate your foot at the back, coming into prayer position, Parshavottanasana. Exhale into a twisted high lunge or revolved twisted high lunge, Parshavottanasana. Inhale back, up, stretch your arms out, and wrap them into eagle in whichever way works for you. So you're still in the high lunge, this time transitioning into eagle. And so you're welcome to look up. Okay, and then unwrapping your arms. Exhale down. Inhale, take your right leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. So we're doing these movements mindfully and slowly. And so on your next inhale, I'm going to invite you to step your left leg forward. Turn the right so you're flat. Rooted, grounded, circling your right, coming into Virabhadasana warrior on the left leg. Holding for a breath or two more. And then we're going to transition into the goddess on this side. So fingers come onto the hips. You're going to turn the right toe out to the right corner, left toe out to the left corner. And maybe just do about 5 or 6 lunges. Okay, feeling the mechanics of the body. Noticing your breath. Okay, and then finally we're going to come into the goddess stance. Keeping the back straight. You're welcome to open up the arms, come into prayer position. And then once again, we're going to come into warrior two on the left. Okay. And then rotate the right foot at the back. Prayer position still in your purview. If you opened up like I did, that works also. And then just exhale into Parshavottanasana. So now you can see it on the other side. You can notice if you're leaning down in, straighten up. If you're about to lose your balance like me, lower your knee. And then you are welcome to come back up again. Then we're going to inhale back up. Okay, this time we're going to do the eagle arms on the other side. So if you did right wrapped around left, remember that, and then re-wrapped in the opposite direction. Holding for 3 breaths, making them deep. And then unwrap your arms. Exhale, bring your palms down. Inhale, take your left leg back to plank. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra. Matching breath with movements. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up into 3-legged dog. Open up the hips. Exhale into Kapotasana, pigeon. Slide your left leg out behind you. Walk the head and chest down. Stretch your arms out. Rest your forehead either on a block, a bolster, or on the back of your hand. You're also welcome to make your hands into a fist to support your forehead so that your neck is comfortable. Noticing your breath flowing in and out of the body. And then on your next inhale, lift your head and chest up. Readjust your right arm so that it supports you. Circle your left, bend your knee, grab your foot in whichever way you are comfortable. Skip the step if it is too much of an intense stretch on the quads. And then we're just going to hold this for 3 breath counts. Notice if you're rushing through your breath. And then we're going to inhale back to center once you let go of your leg. Exhale, right leg to downward facing dog. If you're up for a vinyasa, exhale, knees, chest, chin, or if you want to do chaturanga, go for it. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. This time we're going to inhale, lift the left into 3-legged dog. Exhale to Kapotasana, pigeon. Here, you might want to place a bolster or a blanket if you're not able to get the thigh fully down onto the mat. And if you are, then allow yourself to settle into the pose. Before that, open up the chest. And then exhale, fold forward into whichever variation of pigeon. And then once you are settling into the pose or you feel like you've settled, bring your awareness to either how your entire body feels supported on the mat, the breath flowing in and out, and you're even invited to extend your awareness to noticing the texture of your mat against your skin, or even your clothes against your skin. Finally, on your next inhale, lift the head and chest up. Readjust your left so you're supported. Circle your right, bend your knee, grab a hold of the foot. Again, notice if you find that stretch intense or it's good. And then just allow yourself to enjoy it for 3 breath counts. Then releasing your leg at the back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left leg to downward facing dog. Slide into plank, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Great way to get circulation going. Exhale to downward facing dog. Or rather, when you exhale and come up onto the knees, I'm going to invite you to come into child's pose. So draw your knees apart, let the big toes touch, lower your heels onto the mat, coming into Shashankasana. Resting in child's pose, arms can be in front or behind, or make them into a fist and protect your neck by placing them against your forehead. So we're going to stay here for 5 breath counts. Then finally, on your next breath in, lift the head and chest up. And then I'm going to invite you to stretch your legs out, coming into Dandasana, staff pose. So now here, if you wanted to put some blocks underneath, you can. Otherwise, if you have like unusually long arms like me, you're welcome to place your palms next to your thighs. When you're ready, we're going to strengthen the wrists and the arms by pressing into the mat and lifting up the hips just slightly. Then exhale back down. You're welcome to shake your wrists, rotate them clockwise, counterclockwise. And then we're going to lie down for a second in bridge. So chin tucked in, knees are bent, feet are flat. Inhale, lift the hips up. Again, just really feeling into the feet pressing in, the hips lifting up. Any sensations on your thighs or glutes. Drawing in one full, comfortable, deep breath into the belly. And then finally, on your next exhale, lower yourself vertebrae by vertebrae back down to the ground. Okay. And then this time, inhale, lift yourself up, coming back into a downward facing dog stance. And then I'm going to invite you to inhale, step your right leg forward. Exhale, bring the left leg forward. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to full forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to Tadasana Mountain, bringing your palms into prayer position in front of your heart. And coming into a low, medium, or a high tree. So see what works for your practice. We're going to breathe and hold this for 5 breaths. Strengthening the leg, the ankle. Vrikshasana is also a hip opening pose, believe it or not. And then I invite you to grab your right leg with the right hand, come into Natarajasana, holding for a breath or 2. And then releasing, switching your tree, low, medium, or high. Counting 5 breaths, knees soft, breath in the belly. And then when you're done with 5, coming into whichever variation of Natarajasana, and release. Bringing your palms next to your body in Samasthiti, equal balance. Relax.